All right, guys, the 90mm EDF boat is finally complete. I'm going to show you guys the whole build process of this boat because not only this is the second design, the first design is what you guys seen on the first video, but it didn't work out, so I had to come up with a new design, and this is it. And I must say, this thing looking awesome, man. But I'm going to show you guys the whole build process of this, and then I'm going to explain about everything that is going on with this boat. But just take a look at it. It look awesome. All right, so here we are. I skipped the boring part, but here's the boat all put together. I got some glue in there. Everything's all glued and everything is looking good. So what I did was I put these tabs all around the boat to make sure everything is nice and tight and in place as it should be. And then I took some hot glue, then I very carefully went around the whole boat with hot glue to make sure no leaks or anything like that will get inside the water. So I did this for the inside and the outside of the boat with the glue to make sure there was no leaks. And as you can see, it's wet in here because I tested it out to make sure there was no leaks. So everything is looking good so far. So the next thing now I have to do is mount the rudder right back here. As you see, I got it marked out and everything. So I'm gonna mount that in the back of here. I have to do this now because when I put the top on this boat, I will not be able to get back here. So I have to mount this right now. And I made a mount for this so I can be able to mount this on the boat just like that. And then the rudder will be back here and mount those two things together. And that should work well. So let's see how that turns out. So here we are. The solo is mounted. I printed a part so I can mount this to the boat itself. And then the rudder in the back here, mounted on very good. I got it bolted in good. So what I did was for the solo, and because of this, it was so far away because this boat is almost 1 meter long. So I had to cut this in half and make it extend a little bit right here, if you can see that. So I printed out some parts here, 1, 2, 3, 4, so I can be able to connect these together because for some reason I couldn't find none long enough to reach that. So I came up with this and it works. I tested it. I am very confident that it will not break on me. So that's good. So the next thing is, gotta mount my receiver. So that is going to be mounted right above the sub over here, just like that. So, and of course, I made a mount for that. I printed out a mount for it. So this will go like literally over top of that. So I can be able to mount this to the front of my boat here. So let's go ahead and get that done. But this thing is looking pretty amazing. All right, here we go. Now, I got everything in the boat that needs to be done. I can explain it all. So I have my speed controller here. I put that here, and then as you can see, I got my wires running up to the receiver and my battery. I made like a little compartment here for my battery. Yeah, that's everything, I guess. And then the batteries, I guess for this one, I'm gonna use, I'm guessing this 4S battery right here. It's kind of small, but I might go with a 6S because this speed controller can take up to 6S batteries. I might upgrade this to a 6S for this boat. As you can see, it's so small and so much room in here. I can literally fit 2 of these in here. Or I could run this off of 2S. I mean, I could run this off of 2 4S batteries because I have 2 of them. I just don't have a 6S battery, so I have 2 of these. So I could do that, but I'm still thinking about that part. But that is done. So now we gotta work on the top of the boat. As you see here, I'm starting to do now, but as you see, I got some lines that I need to cut out for the bottom of the boat. I mean, the top of the boat I need to do next. So I'm gonna set this to the side and work on the top of the boat, and let's see how that goes. All right, the bottom of the boat is done. I put some foam in the back of the boat to help the back float a little bit better. The back float a little bit better with the EDF on the back because it weighs a lot. But everything's look good. Now we can start working on the top of the boat here. As you can see, I got a hole cut through here with a part sticking through there, so the wires for the EDFs can stick through, like so. So let's get a top on the boat and see how it looks with that on. So what I did was I used some of this 15-minute epoxy here to glue the top down, and I got all this stuff on the top to weigh it down to make sure it can be sealed properly, so no water can go into it, so it can be waterproof, ideally. All right, here we are. I know I skipped a couple parts, but I just want to get done with the boat, and here we are. This thing look awesome, man. The decals, the paint, everything came out very good on this boat so far. I can explain a little bit everything. So the cover here I can actually take off, and you see everything inside, which is cool. And then the EDF is massive. I'm 6'3", and look how big this EDF is. Like, I got big hands, but the EDF in my hands looks small. But the size of this boat make the EDF look small because the boat is just so big. But I am very excited to go test this out. What you guys think? Would it work? And then back here, I put these little fans here in the back to help the back of the boat get above the water, if that makes sense. And then my rudder is back here, mounted, looking good. In the next video, we will be taking this thing out and see what it can do and see how fast it will go. But it looks fast, but will it be fast is the question. But I will see you guys in the next one.